What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Sean over here at the BBN. Okay, so any of y'all that's not following Jemele, oh wait, hold on for a second. I don't know how Casey Sega is not verified yet, but Twitter, you got to get on that. Like seriously, like it's just by coincidence that I have both of them in my timeline, like sandwiching each other at the moment. Jemele Hill sandwiching Casey Sega at the moment because they both get the most retarded trolls. Casey Sega can't say anything at all without getting trolled by some lunatic, and some absolute. I don't even know what to call the people that troll Jemele Hill because she doesn't even say anything. Like shit will happen with other people, and people will just bring it to her doorstep. Like it's just really crazy. Like stuff will happen that has nothing to do with Jemele Hill, and people will bring it to her doorstep and troll her on it. Anyway, so the other day there's a baseball player by the name of Adam Jones, and he was playing in Boston, and he had peanuts and racial epithets thrown at him. They would call him N-word nigga and all that, and he had peanuts thrown at him. And I don't know what's next thing. I don't know what they're gonna do next. But I'm not saying all Boston fans are this way. I'm just saying that it was just this one particular gentleman or this one particular gentleman and his friends that was doing this, and it made news. So the next day, it could have been the same day, but I believe it was the next day. Jemele Hill and Michael Smith, they have a show, not just on ESPN, but they also have a some kind of podcast or a radio show that they do. And on the show, I believe it was on the radio show. Uh, I know for a fact that I know that he has said something on the six. That's their show that comes on at 6 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN. I just rarely ever get a chance to see it, but it's a beautiful show. It's really really well done. Everybody down to the producers, everybody. It's a really well done show. Anyway, Michael Hill spoke on it. He's a great orator. He spoke on it, and basically he was basically saying that every city, every big city is racist. And I live in New York City, and I'm gonna let you know I live in New York City, and I visited many cities, and I'm gonna let you know it kind of is that way. And we're not always racist on purpose. Basically, if you look up the definition of racism, it's not necessarily not liking somebody because of their ethnicity, but it's withholding something or not allowing an individual to prosper. So like if I just say, oh, I don't like you because you're white, and I don't have a problem with white people, but I'm just saying that I don't like you because you're black or white or whatever. That's not racism. That's bigotry. There's a difference. People don't understand the difference. That's bigotry. That's not racism. Racism is saying I'm not going to allow for you to get a job, or because of your ethnicity, or I'm gonna take up two seats on the bus because I don't like your race, or I'm gonna that's doing something to somebody that could inhibit them or prevent them from moving forward in life, or receiving something that's prosperous to them due to their ethnicity. It's not necessarily just not liking them. That's bigotry. There's a total difference. Anyway, so they said that racism exists in every city, and it absolutely does. Because if you go, I live in New York City, and I don't know, I don't think I've ever went into a bodega that is owned by a Hispanic person and seen a black person working there. I've only heard of one Chinese restaurant ever in New York City that had a black person working in there. Like you go to these places, a Chinese restaurant, it's gonna be Chinese people. You go to a bodega that's owned by a Dominican, there's gonna be Dominican workers. You go to a bodega that's owned by Puerto Rican, there's gonna be Puerto Rican workers. You go to one of these Habibi spots, and it's gonna be Habibis working there 9 times out of 10. And I'm not knocking nobody, because at the end of the day, when you do own a small business, you're just liable to hire people that you feel comfortable with, and 9 times out of 10, those people will be the same ethnicity as you, and often in your family. So that's just how that works. So anyway, somebody says so Jemele Hill right here says, if you're going to tell me that if you're going to tell me that every city isn't racist, then name a city that's racism free. And let's just look under here real quick before we even go any further, because these guys, I mean, I don't know why they get on Jemele Hill. Like they just not for nothing, but I'm 100% sure that she said this in replying to somebody else. So I'm sure this city is dominated by one collective people with no idea what to deal with others hate. But they are the exceptions, not the rule. No, no, not at all. So they're not the exception. Okay, so what's the exception, or rather, what city? Like, she's still saying, what city isn't racist? Like, what can you name me one? You can't name one. Every city is racist, but you're gonna have there's racism in every city. Don't think that that makes every city racist. That it's a broad brush stuff of overgeneralized, in my opinion. You use whatever the guy this Keith guy is saying. Nuance better than most. So surprise, you would use a blanket here. Looking forward to reading and watching to find out. So I don't even know what side he's on. He's going on whatever the hell he's going on. So the reason I say every city is engages is practicing profits from institutional racism. Absolutely, she's 100% right. See, this is the one thing, and I applaud this. Like, I know that my intelligence level is nowhere near Jemele Hill's. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I'm by far not an idiot, but it obviously, she is. And somebody just says hi. Okay, we get it. So obviously she is well versed in the ability to be able to handle herself in conversation. She communicates very, very well. Anyway, and then this guy says, Sam Hayes, there's racism in every city, but not every city is racist. A difference in how you phrased it. No, every city. Okay, he's trying to play with words. See, this is what I be looking for, because this is what they try to do to Jemele Hill a lot. They try to play with words, and this is usually where it gets interesting. Every city and town is racist. Some will never know it because gentrification pushed out the minorities. Boston fan saw one, reacted. Bam! I mean, you can't say it no better. That watch my YouTube, dude. You can't say it no better. Institutional racism, people don't seem to understand what doesn't affect them. Okay, I'm not sure where she's going with that, but she's absolutely 100% right that when something doesn't affect an individual, they seem to not understand it. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm just going to look at a couple more of these real quick. Can you rephrase the question instead of is racism has racism? Because, once again, trying to play the word game. See, this is the problem with Twitter. The problem with Twitter is you have a whole bunch of... I'm very happy that Twitter holds you to 140 characters. I know people want to have more than 140 characters, but I'm happy that they do, because these idiots can't play with the words as much as they would want to. You understand what I'm saying? Can you rephrase the question instead of is racist, says has racism? You understand what I'm saying? Because she wants to basically, now as you can see, she's a white lady. I'm not trying to get on her because she's a white lady. But what she's still trying to do is she's trying to put racism in the past tense. She doesn't want to put racism in the present tense. That's why she doesn't want to use is racist. You understand what I'm saying? Because, she wants to put it in the past tense, like racism does not exist anymore. And if we go back a little bit further to the other young lady, she says people don't seem to understand what doesn't affect them. So she doesn't even understand how wrong she is. That lady right there, Debbie, redeemed rags. She can't even understand she can't even understand it. You understand? She can't even understand how she's wrong. She can't see it. It's not something that she could visualize, because in her mind, racism obviously doesn't exist any further, because she wants to use the past tense and not the present tense. And then whoever this morning glory guy, female, femme fatale, I don't know. Should we click? Let's click and see what's going on with this individual. Yeah, that's a woman, and they're a mime. Maybe they should practice. No, staying out of grown folks' business. I don't know a way to put that. They should probably practice that. Go back, motherfucker. Alright, so anyway, point being is, one, if you're not following Jemele Hill, you're missing out on a lot of good conversations. Two, I don't know what Twitter is doing with not having Miss Casey Sega's not being verified. That's kind of insanity. And three, you're going to have people playing the word game. So it's a benefit that we only get 140 characters. Anyway, this is Sean, BBN, and I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.